The reason why you are not seeing the signs is because it is too loud. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. As promised, I am back with another video. If you're new here, I'm Karma, and this is my channel centered on all things spiritual with, of course, some appearances of my art life. So today I'm going to be going over meditation. Some people may be thinking meditation is pretty simple. You sit and you don't think. Meditation is more about allowing yourself to be in the present moment with whatever you are doing. Of course, it's a typical meditation where you are just sitting down with your eyes closed and your legs crossed. But meditation can be yoga. It can be going on a walk. It can be taking a shower. Anything where you are mindfully moving and you are allowing your thoughts to be released. I think people get really caught up in the don't think part, that they just feel like it's too difficult. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, well, I tried to sit and meditate and I did it for like 2 minutes and I just couldn't do it. And that's where the common misconception comes with meditating, because meditation is actually a practice. It is something that you practice being able to do. It is a work that you are doing. So when you sit and you meditate, it's less about trying to stop yourself from having thoughts completely and more about recognizing and understanding when your thoughts come, where they came from, understanding those thoughts and then releasing them. As you meditate more and more, eventually less thoughts will come and you will have to release less. And you will just be sitting there in a moment, hearing the wind or the trees, the birds, whatever, and you actually will not be thinking because you have practiced it so much to the point where your mind is completely clear and you are just simply existing in the present moment. But for my beginning meditators, I just wanted to go over a couple of things to kind of get you ready and get you started with meditating. The first thing to do before you start meditating is to get your mind right. Get your mind, your body, your spirit in a place that is ready to meditate. If you want to go to a particular setting, go to that setting. For me personally, it's very hard for me to meditate if my apartment is not clean, if it's cluttered, whatever. It makes it much harder for me to meditate. So I will always, if my room isn't clean, I will always clean my room if I'm going into some meditation. Also, another good thing to do before you start meditating is to breathe. As everyone says in these little meditation videos and yoga videos, honor your breath. So take about 10 deep breaths. You can do the deep belly breathing. I really love that one because it just really reminds me that I am a human taking in actual oxygen from the earth, filling it in my lungs and then releasing it, feeling my body deflate. I really like deep belly breathing. Another form of breath work is 4-7-8 breathing. And this one is really good if you have anxiety, or another word for anxiety is basically your nervous system is acting up. So when your nervous system is acting up, you need to calm it back down. This is where breathing comes in, the 4-7-8 breathing. You breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and then release for 8 seconds. So it may be difficult for you to do the whole time when you first start, but that one is really good for not just meditation, but like I said, when you feel your nervous system acting up, you're getting anxiety, you're getting sad, you're getting angry, whatever negative emotion that may be, take the time to breathe, hold it, and let it out. I feel calm already. Like, that is a beautiful way. I don't know how I kind of got on this anxiety talk, but it really doesn't have to be anxiety. It can be any emotion that you are uncomfortable with feeling. Your body physically changes. It really does. So to calm that nervous system back down, work on that breathing. But like I was saying, before you start meditating, you want to get your setting in place and you want to get your mind in place. So that breathing first really just kind of calms you down. If it's not when you first wake up and it's before you're going to bed or it's in the middle of the day, it's a great way to kind of settle your mind for a moment before you just dive into that meditation. Now, there are multiple ways you can meditate. The main rule would probably just be to make sure that you're grounded, to make sure that there's no way for you to fall, basically. So if that's sitting like this, laying in bed, I love meditation where you're laying on your back, just like as if you're about to fall asleep, because I feel like that makes it easier to get to that place where there's no thoughts and it's just you in the present moment, listening to everything around you. So after you've chosen how you want to be meditating, whether that's sitting cross-legged or laying in bed, whatever it is, then you want to actually start your meditation. So what I always do with my hands is I have them open. A lot of yoga videos, meditation videos, they will have you using your mudras, which is your fingertips, and you can put different fingers together to enact like different energy sources in your fingers. But I like to have my hands open like this because it physically makes you open and ready to receive. This is me stepping into my meditation. I've done my breath work and now I've closed my eyes and I have my hands open on my knees, ready to receive whatever this practice brings me today. That's me personally. That's what I like the most. Also, I will take my crystals and I will put them in my palms. That allows me to not only meditate, but also recharge my crystals. Me personally, I believe that crystals really get their power. Yes, they have power on their own, not taken away from the earth. But I believe that they really get more of their power, I guess I could say, and more energy and more of like your energy, your intentions, your dreams, your desires when you physically charge them and when you physically cleanse them. Just having crystals is already great. But then once you actually charge them, cleanse them, speak over them, speak into them, that's when I believe they really gain their power. So you've done your breath work, you've gotten your perfect setting, you've closed your eyes, your hands are open and ready to receive. Now what? This is where you take the time to notice your mind. When you close your eyes, don't think anything. And this doesn't mean to struggle not to think or to fight with your mind to suppress your thoughts. What this means is when you do have a thought, let it be that it came naturally, because that way you get to begin to notice, okay, what thoughts are just popping up subconsciously. I'm not thinking of these thoughts. I'm not, this is not a manifestation meditation where I am visualizing and bringing up thoughts and bringing up positive energy. I'm just sitting here. So what thoughts just naturally come into my mind? This is what you want to do as a beginning meditator. Don't focus so much on just getting rid of all the thoughts. Just take the time to focus. What am I thinking about? Notice that thought and be okay, why did I just think this? Do I like this thought? Do I not like this thought? Okay, next. That is where you begin to practice not only releasing thoughts, but practicing how to understand your thoughts and noticing and becoming aware of what thoughts you are subconsciously having. So as your thoughts come, it's the same process repeated. A thought comes, you notice it, you understand it, you release it. A thought comes, you notice it, you understand it, you release it. And that's what you can do to just start out and beginning to practice, like, okay, this is how I meditate. Then once you've kind of got used to that, maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe you do that for 5 minutes, that work. Trust me, when you get out of that meditation, it's gonna feel like it was more than 5 minutes. So once you've gotten used to doing that for 5 minutes, up into 10 minutes, up into 15, up into 30, eventually you will get to the point you'll have moments where you are not having any thoughts. And I think that is so amazing, only because when I was younger, I always heard that we're always thinking. We have thousands of thoughts a day. That's what I always heard growing up. So when I finally started meditating and I realized that that's not true, that like you can actually sit and have no thoughts at all and just exist in the present moment, I For me personally, it makes me feel so powerful to know that I am just sitting here existing. I have control of my thoughts. I have control of my feelings. I am not thinking anything right now. I am not feeling anything right now. I am just here. And that is an amazing time to me. And once you really got that down and you've gotten that under control, you begin to realize that meditation is something that is supposed to be a part of your every single day life. And what this really means is that meditation is just not something that you always have to set aside time to do. You say, okay, hold on, let me pause my day, let me halt my day, and let me go and meditate. You can make meditation a part of your everyday life. If you are in the present moment, getting your thoughts, releasing them, into the point where you are just existing and having no thoughts, no feelings, that is meditation. There are so many times when we are doing things and we are not in the present moment. I heard something so powerful once, and it was basically saying that the reason why you are not seeing the signs is because it is too loud. The reason why you are not hearing the signs, you're not noticing the signs, is because there is too much noise. And the speaker, what they said this means is that the past and the future are noise. They are noise in our brains. How many times when you have a thought, is it actually of the present moment? And when you're in your meditation, take the time to notice that. Once you begin to be in the present moment where there is silence, that's when you will start to see the signs. We've been receiving signs our entire lives, but we haven't been able to see them. We haven't been able to hear them because we've had too much noise in our minds. Once I finally realized like what signs are and what signs can be, the angel numbers, songs, billboards, people, whatever, I began to think, man, how many signs have I been missing? Like how much have I missed? How much have I not noticed? My angel number is 41. And when I was in college, I took this media arts class, and I had no idea what it was until I walked in the first day. And it was an After Effects class, which to this day I still use. And the number of that class was 4411. And at the time, I didn't know anything about angel numbers. I didn't even realize that was a sign telling me, yeah, you have no idea what class you just picked, but you're gonna need this class. Just sit and think about what your thoughts are. Are they of the past? Are they of the future? If so, it is most likely noise. Analyze that thought. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it necessary? There are so many things about the future that we don't need to worry about. We don't need to worry about it all. We just need to stay in the present moment. And as we exist in the present moment, we are creating our future. And I kind of went on a tangent. I know this video is supposed to be about meditation, but all of this encompasses each other. So just to recap on what really meditation is a practice where you are allowing yourself to be in the present moment. Whether you are sitting, cooking, doing yoga, going for a walk, as long as you are paying attention to your thoughts and releasing them as they come and allowing yourself to have silence, you are meditating. Another thing I wanted to recap on was the benefits of meditation. Meditation allows you to be a better human because as spirits having this human experience, we're trying to understand what it's like to be human, how to control our human body. And when you meditate, you are allowing yourself to consciously process your thoughts and consciously process your feelings and releasing them. The important part is to release. I heard this once in a yoga video, and their mantra was allow, release, let go. And what this means in regards to meditation is to allow your thoughts to come, allow those feelings to come, understand them, allow that. And then release those feelings, release those thoughts. And then lastly, to let go is to decide that after I release this, it's gone. I've let go of it. It's not something I have to think about anymore. It's not something I have to meditate on anymore. It's not something I have to worry about anymore because I have decided that I have let it go. I think a lot of times we release, but we don't let go. And so it keeps coming back. And we're wondering, why does this keep coming back? I thought I was over this. You haven't taken the time to actually be over it. You've allowed it to come. You've slightly released it to the point where you are deciding that you're not going to think on it for that moment, but then it comes back because you haven't taken the time to actually process and be like, okay, why am I having this thought? What does this thought mean? How do I move on from this thought? And then, okay, now I can let go and this thought no longer has to come into my life anymore. I think the biggest benefit of practicing meditation is that just doing that for 10 minutes a day will allow you to be more in the present moment when you're out living your everyday life. You will begin to notice that everything you do is conscious. Every thought that you have, you're automatically analyzing it, understanding it, and then releasing it. Every feeling that you have, you automatically know. You could be out with friends, everything, but you automatically know, oh, okay, I'm having this feeling. Let me take the time real quick. It doesn't have to be this big public thing, letting all your friends know, hey friends, hold on. I have to sit and I have to process this thought. I have to allow, you don't have to do any of that, but you will begin to notice that you are always conscious. So just right now, before I end this video, I'm gonna take some time to breathe with you all and to do a quick little meditation with you all. And so all we're going to do is we're going to get in a seated position, or you can be laying down if you'd like. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to open up our palms with the intent that we are ready to receive and we are ready to be here in this practice. I heard something once and it said, have some integrity, and whatever that means to you, when you show up to meditate, for me, having integrity means I am here and I am going to do what I came here to do. And when I do find myself having a lot of thoughts in my meditation, I remind myself, this is my time. I release these thoughts. I am focused on me right now. This is my time. I am not letting my thoughts run the show today. So as you close your eyes, I just want us to breathe, deep belly breathing. So inhale through your nose as deep as you can, as long as you can, and then exhale, and try to get your exhale to be just as long as your inhale. So we're just going to do that for about 1 minute, and that's all I want us to do is just sit and breathe. If you do find that you are having a lot of thoughts, remember just to allow them to come, analyze what they are, and then release. It doesn't have to be this big analyzation, this thing that takes a long time. Just, oh, I had a thought of work. Okay, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. Release that thought. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that really calmed you down and got you in an attitude and an eagerness to meditate. Me, I already personally feel calmer just from doing that little bit of deep belly breathing. Like I mentioned before, that type of breathing really helps to just calm you down and get your nervous system under control. That brings me to the end of this video. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please do comment. Any type of ideas that you have, please do comment. like, subscribe, all of that. Let me know that you are enjoying this. Let me know of any content that you want to see. I sincerely again hope that this video was helpful. I hope you all have a blessed, conscious day, and please do be looking out for me because I will be back with another video.